Champions! Champions! Ole. Right. Yes, people, welcome back to the 1894. And if you couldn't guess, we're a bit happy here. We're a day late because we're just a day late. We won the champion. We won the Premier League, not the Champions League just yet. That's in a few weeks' time. We'll get another video for that kind of thing. We won the Premier League. Finally, mathematically, signed, sealed, delivered. Premiership number 7, the big club on the way up, rival fans fuming. We finally done it. Our good friends down in Leicester winning us the league. We could have done it against Liverpool. If Liverpool had beaten United last week. We lost to Chelsea. We lost to Leeds. We made life a tad difficult for ourselves, but we knew it was inevitable. We were going to win the Premier League. And Kelechi, Brendan Rodgers, and all them, man, they helped us out, didn't they? Lads, Dara, I'm going to come to you first. I'm with Dara and Joe, by the way. We're all over the place today. We're just in good form. It's great to be a champion again. You know what I mean? Get those lads down at Liverpool to send us up our trophy again with the blue ribbons on this time. It was a year away, but we've got it back now. Dara, how are you feeling as a champion again?
It's great. It's the fourth time Brendan Rodgers has given us a trophy. You know, he gave us one before when he drew up Palace. But this is Kelechi put one wide against us a few years ago. But it's a great feeling, you know. It's only the start, really. Still Champions League to come. But I'm chuffed, and you know, the Kaga's Soyuncu will go down Man City history now. What a beast.
You're speaking like a player. You're like, yeah, it's great to win the Prem. You know, we got to kick on now and win the Champions League. It's fucking class. We've just won the Premier League. The third time in 4 years. I mean, I saw Sky Sports putting up some stupid tweets as well. Absolutely stupid, being like, does the fact that Pep didn't win the Premier League last season taint his legacy? Does it? Fuck Sky. Get out of here. 3 Premier Leagues in 4 years. I'm sorry, it's absolute bullshit. And all this you see the videos they're putting up, or the tweets that they're saying, like, dozens of City fans gather outside the Etihad to celebrate. They're trying to mug us off in any way they can, and they call us irrelevant. Rival fans call us irrelevant. We're not irrelevant because you're posting about us, you're talking about us, you're in our comments, you're in our sections. We're the champions, and we're going to make it a treble. We're going to make. I don't know why Dara's making that face, so I'm going to come to.
I'm not genuinely. I just find this video funny.
I mean, it's a good time. Sky are taking a piss here, but I mean. We expected nothing less. I mean, the amount of tweets from people saying they don't care is just, they must not care, really. I think that's one more title than Chelsea. We're now level on Premier Leagues with Chelsea.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, hunting down the big boys now. I think, is it United are the only team to win the Premier League, not the league, the Premier League more than us.
Yeah, I think the league itself, Everton have 9. Aston Villa, I think we're level with now on 7. So, you know, another 1 or 2, you know, like, you can't take these things for granted. You can't just assume we're going to win more Premier Leagues. You know, it could be the last one. So enjoy it like it's the last. That's why I'm being a bit of a prick on this video, because I'm going to enjoy it like it's the last. Do you know what I mean? Who's to say you'll ever win another one again? But yes, like Joe said, I think United are the only team to win more in the Premier League era. What an achievement that is, lads. I don't want to focus on, you know, the whole rivals fan thing. It's just a bit of banter you see online. It's just slagging fans off. And I enjoy that banter. I do. I love when fans give us stick and we give them stick. But listen, let's focus on the absolute brilliance of Pep Guardiola and this team this season. What an unbelievable season. I think we were saying on a call last night, lads, it was something like double digits of games in, 10 games in. We were just scraping top half of the table. Was that, you said that, Joe?
Yeah, we were. I think end of November, we were like, I think we might have been bottom half at the end of November. That lost to Spurs. And then out of nowhere, you know, next game, you know, Southampton kickstarts this massive winning run of 20-something games, and we just go on from there. I think there was a lot of people saying the first team that would go on a run would win the league, and we kind of proved that. We went on this massive, not just winning run, unbeaten run for almost 30 games in the end, all competitions. Unbeaten.
It was, yeah. I think we scraped for.
I don't know that we hit 30. We definitely got to 28, 29, and then we lost to United. Was that the one that ruined it for us?
Yeah, that was one. Nice.
So essentially, what an unbelievable season. Yeah, you're right. Whatever the first team was to go on a big run and would win the league, and essentially our performance from January to sort of mid-March is kind of what won us the league, wasn't it? Because we just had the character, we had the bottle. I know we had injuries, and Liverpool fans and United fans and all fans are saying, you know, we had injuries, that their teams had injuries, etc. And yes, like they did. That's fair enough. You know, players like Van Dijk and stuff getting injured, which, you know, no one could have foresaw Liverpool to not challenge this season the way they did last season. So it was a case of who would go on the biggest run. But we had our injuries. You know what I mean? In January, I think De Bruyne was injured for 5 or 6 weeks. Aguero's been ever absent. I mean, let's pay homage to the fact that we've just won a Premier League without a recognised striker. That's absolutely unheard of. What out of all the great Premier League teams throughout the years, Premier League era and beforehand, can you name one team to win the league without a striker? Pep has completely, once again, revolutionised football by completely changing it up and proving you can do things without a fucking striker, for God's sake. How do you score goals? Pep's proven it. What do you make of that, Darren?
Yeah, he's done it again. I think without Pep, wouldn't we be like if we had any other manager there today, we wouldn't be winning this. He's brought in the false nine system that he was kind of using at Barcelona, but he's properly put an attacking midfielder into that system now. Gundogan was contributing, Bernardo started contributing a bit. Once De Bruyne went out, Bernardo came into it. De Bruyne came back, obviously turned into the false nine. He was unreal. He changed everything between when Jesus wasn't there and when De Bruyne was there. It was a huge difference. Obviously, he's brought up Foden. Foden's now the heart and soul of this team. Everything flows through him. It's just any other manager, we wouldn't be where we are today. It's simple as.
Absolutely. Pep Guardiola, in my eyes, I mean, other fans and probably City fans as well may have their own opinions. Leave it down in the comments. I think he is the greatest manager of all time. I mean, yes, we have plenty of Premier League great managers. You have to pay respect to what Alex Ferguson achieved at Man United. You have to pay respect to what Arsene Wenger achieved at Arsenal. But none of them achieved the level of success that Pep Guardiola has in such a short period of time. And before we go on to the topic of why we think we were so good this season, I want to have a little, I don't know about debate. I think it'll be straightforward, but I want to iron out something before we go on to why we think we won it, which is who is our Premier League player of the season for City?
Can I go?
Joe.
Joe.
Ooh,
Joe.
There's a few. Narrowing
I want
it down,
one from all of us. Just one. We have to agree on one.
Just narrowing it down for me personally, it is one of Diaz or Gundogan. I can't think of anyone else. Foden's been really, really good, but I don't think he's been at the level just because I don't think he's played the amount of games that those other two have. But for me, I still think it has to be Gundogan. I mean, no one could see the amount of goals he's got recently, and just in general this season, he's one of the highest scoring, if not the highest scoring midfielders this season.
Dara.
I'm going with Diaz, right? Now,
That's the answer I was looking for.
yeah, it seems like the obvious answer, but you have to realise what he's done. Okay, he's turned this team. He is the reason Gundogan's playing up higher now because he brings a defensive solidity so that we don't need two DMs. It allows Gundogan to go forward and play the way he's playing. He allows a defensive solidity is allowing Cancelo to play as a fucking defensive midfielder now, playing as a midfielder, getting forwards, getting back again. It's just we have that confidence about us, and he's brought Stones back into the mix. Stones wouldn't be where he is if he was playing beside Laporte. No offense to him, of course, but Diaz is just that leader type. He's done everything for this team, and like it's on the pitch. He is the leader. I understand we have Fernandinho, we have De Bruyne. I've not seen leadership like Diaz since Company left.
I'm going to agree with you there. I'm going to say from the 1894, our Premier League player of the season is. We'll deliberate again once again after the Champions League final because then everything's said and done then. But I think our Premier League player of the season, now that it's wrapped up, has to be Diaz. 2-on-1. Joe, Gundogan's obviously a fantastic shout. I think you'll agree Diaz is a fairly decent shout and it's a worthy man to give to. But just to echo off Dara, Diaz has completely revolutionized our defensive structure. Like Dara said, we've not seen anything like him since Vincent Kompany. That gap was so empty last season, which is why we were so easily exposed last season. Yes, we could score goals, but we were also conceding far more than we were used to when we had an in-prime Vincent Kompany. And Diaz has come in such rapid fashion as well, so quickly, solidified, added leadership, oozed confidence into the rest of the team, like Dara said, to allow players like Gundogan and Cancelo to go into positions where they can flourish further. So I think it's players, just to kind of bounce off the player of our season conversation into why we won the league conversation. It's because of players like Diaz who've just added that bit more class, bit more character when the chips are down, i.e. games against Dortmund, Premier League games where it might not be going our way, games against PSG where we're 1-0 down. And players like Diaz and De Bruyne as well has stepped up in his leadership qualities this season, have just added character. Like I said, when the chips are down, we're able to get ourselves back together, not let the heads drop and keep powering through. And that's exactly what champions do. Do you think there's anyone else or any other reasons we should pay homage to or appreciate why we won the league, lads?
Yeah, I think right. If we're going through that stint during February, if we don't have Cancelo there, I think we lack a creativity, especially when LeBron isn't there. I'm not saying he's the sole reason that we had the creativity, but it was a huge factor in bringing the forward pass and the not just waiting for teams to come on to us and try to go the other way. Cancelo was the one who went in and formed the extra midfielder when Gundogan went up, and it was just like you can give that to Pep, but it just you have to have the player that Cancelo is, and Cancelo was brilliant. It's a shame he fell off near the end, but like for those near 30 games, he was brilliant. Huh?
About 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months. Yeah, he was unreal.
Yeah, Cancelo and Gundogan in that massive run during the middle of the season were the shining stars essentially. Cancelo coming out with assists, pushing up the park, creating play, linking up play. It was something that you never ever see a fullback do, and it's once again it just kind of bounces off the point that Pep is just revolutionizing the way football played. He did it once when he came to England with the transition from really physical, powerful football into keep it on the ground, pass your way through players, and you've seen managers trying to mirror what Pep has done at City and not doing it so successfully, but everyone's trying to do it. And once again, in recent weeks, we've noticed they're trying to do it again. This false nine system, which has worked wonders for us this season, even, like I keep saying, without an out-and-out striker to win the league is unbelievable. But, you have Arteta down at Arsenal trying to mirror the false nine system, just not as successfully. If you don't have the quality players, you don't have the recruitment, you don't have everyone capable of doing it, it's not going to work. So massive credit to Pep, massive credit to the players, massive credit to the board. Obviously, it was a fantastic season from a board point of view, bar the Super League showdown. But we'll forget about that for now because this is a time of joy and celebration. Let us know your Premier League player of the season down below in the comments. Let us know your thoughts on the season overall. Would it change anything? I assume not, because it resulted in a trophy. What's your best memory? Before we wrap up, what is your guys' best memory, Dara?
Gundogan dropping Sanchez. I know what happened, right? It happened in a game where we were already 2-0 up. Obviously, the Foden goal against Liverpool was my second, but memory of the Premier League season, excluding Champions League, it's when Gundogan dropped Sanchez. I couldn't believe it. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Joe?
If we're talking just Premier League, there's a few, because obviously you could say
I want one, Joe. You keep doing this. I want one.
Yeah, I am quite literally 1894 Santos Tatai. I am. Yeah, I am.
Give us one, Joe.
Give us one. I'm gonna go with Dara's second choice. I think that Foden goal and just a win at Anfield, just have not a win in there. I've never seen us win at Anfield ever in my lifetime. So, seeing Foden rattling a fourth at Anfield.
I'm gonna go with Joe's answer as well. I'm gonna say, based on the fact that yes, it's so long since we beat Liverpool at Anfield, that was such like a tide turning sort of moment. Do you know what I mean? It's like the tables are turning. We're finally really establishing ourselves in with the big boys. We can do. We've overcome all the hurdles now that a big team needs to do, and one of our own. He's with the club since he's 6 to do it as well. It was such a magical moment. But of course, the Gundogan dropping Sanchez was a nice moment too. I won't take that away from you, Dara. But listen, let us know, like I said, down in the comments, you people at home, let us know your favourite moment of the season. I'm sure we all have different ones for different reasons. There was some ones, where the defenders, Diaz and Stones, scoring against Man United in the celebration in the corner, all that kind of stuff. There it is behind Dara. You can see it there. So there's plenty of them. Take your pick. Let us know down below and we'll flick through them. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed your celebrations. I know with restrictions, we can't celebrate too much. We can't be in the stadium either. I'm sure some of you might be there. For the Everton game, 10,000 Blues allowed in. So if you're fortunate enough to get in, do enjoy that. Let us know your experience. But anyway, leave a like in the video. Subscribe if you're new. We're still on the road to 250 before the end of the season. Don't know if we'll hit it, but it is what it is. We're enjoying ourselves. Well, whenever we do, I'm sure we'll be happy. But yeah, subscribe if you're new. Join the Discord down below if you want to it. Get your name on the screen with everyone else there below us. Free to join. City Talk, Football Talk, all day Champions Talk. And now let's just go on to the Champions League and see what happens. Unprecedented territory, a chance to do the treble, whether you like it or not, the treble. And we'll see how that goes. Thanks again for watching, and peace.